What's up guys, Zenith here with just a short little video. I'm going over a question I received through my comments actually on one of my videos. Maybe in the future I can make these little short videos now and again to address questions that might be a little bit too detailed to go over through a comment, but not exactly long enough for a full-fledged video. So thank you metalpara for your question, which was, can you make a video on how and where to find a good quality GameCube controller adapter for PC? So for anybody who might be a little bit more new to the scene, you might have heard something called Dolphin. To go over that really briefly, that is just a GameCube and Wii emulator for your PC. It also works on Mac. And one of the most useful applications for it is you can actually play netplay, which effectively is playing Melee online if you don't know what that is already. Especially if you're trying to progress in Melee, netplay is a very good tool to get better. However, because you're playing on your PC instead of a GameCube or a Wii, obviously, in order to control the game, you're going to have to use a controller with some type of USB connectivity. You guys know I'm a big fan of the official Nintendo controller, and nothing really just beats the precision of control and just overall feeling that it gives. Especially since, of course, GameCube games were meant to be played on a GameCube controller. But I think I've wasted enough of your time already. Here are the two adapters that I own. I own the official Nintendo Wii U adapter, and I own a Mayflash GameCube controller adapter. Both of these adapters are black and have 4 GameCube controller ports. They feed into 2 USBs, one gray, one black. Now if you just clicked on here wanting a quick answer for the question that was asked, which GameCube adapter should I go for on PC? I can just tell you straight up, it's this one. This adapter does everything that the official one does, and actually more. It is also just as durable as I found. I've used both of these adapters for years now, and also going based off of things I've heard and reviews, I've never really heard of this one breaking. It is also the cheaper option, being usually priced around $15, while the official one was originally priced at $20, but now that Nintendo, I assume, stopped production of these now that Smash for Wii U is pretty old, you won't find these in stores too commonly anymore, and because there is now a scarce amount of these on the market, online they do fetch prices around the mid-40s. This adapter, however, you can still find on Amazon for around 15 bucks, and it stayed around $15 for the majority of its life. Now that you know the answer of which adapter to get, for the rest of the video I'm just going to go over slight little details and differences between the two. Although this wasn't my recommended pick, I will start going over the original one first. As you see on the outside, it's just a very plain design, you know, very simple, nothing wrong with it. Has the Wii U branding on the top, no buttons, no switches, nothing. On the bottom, you see that these little plastic things act as like a grip, but honestly, they don't grip anything at all. If you go to Smash Tournament, you'll probably see these taped onto the tops of Wii U's just to prevent them from moving around. The cord on these is fairly short, but usually that's not too much of a problem. Like I said, it does end with these 2 USBs that you plug either into your Wii U or only one if you plug into your PC. The back has no buttons or anything. It's just a very simple design that works. Now going on to the Mayflash adapter, I do believe that the build quality is pretty much just as good as what you would find with the original adapter. Its shape is a little bit different. It's a little flatter on the bottom, and although this one also doesn't have any kind of grip on the bottom, I do feel that because it is so flat and covers such a wide surface area on its base, it actually is a little bit less prone to move. Cord is also way less stiff. With this adapter, it moves around quite a lot if the cord is moved, especially because it's so light. But the Mayflash's cord is both longer and a lot more flexible than the official. It's got the same 2 USBs at the end, nothing really to see there. On the top, it just says in very plain font, GameCube controller adapter for Wii U and PC. You'll see that it says Mayflash on the bottom, and on the back, you actually have the biggest difference between these two. This adapter offers both a PC mode and a Wii U mode. Now if you don't happen to know what that means, when it is in the Wii U mode, it functions exactly like this. It is compatible with the Wii U, and if you plug it into your computer, it will recognize it exactly the same as it would this adapter. When it is switched onto the PC mode, it treats whatever GameCube controllers are in here exactly the same as it would any USB controller. This actually makes this adapter, in my eyes, more useful than this one, because now you can plug this into your computer and really configure your GameCube controller to play on any kind of game that you want. You can also plug this in with an OTG cable into your tablet if you really feel like playing, say, an N64 emulator with your GameCube controller on there. This was very useful back in the day of 2015 when Dolphin didn't have its current compatibility with the Wii U adapters. These days on Dolphin, you can just keep this on Wii U mode, plug this in your settings, just set it as a Wii U adapter, and it will have an auto-calibrated control scheme for your controller that should be exactly like when you play on any kind of GameCube or Wii. But back in the day, this was very useful because you would just have to switch it onto PC mode and you could auto-calibrate your own controller. A bit more of a hassle, but back then it was way more useful than using any kind of third-party application that would just serve the same purpose. To end off the video, I'm just going to go over some of the other adapters that I commonly see on the market. This time starting with the Mayflash lineup. There is actually a Mayflash adapter that came out well before these two. It has 2 ports on it. You can find this on Amazon. However, I wouldn't recommend that because not only is it the same price as this one, it only features 2 ports on it, and those are permanently set on PC. The Wii U didn't come out at the time that it was manufactured, so effectively you're paying the same price for 2 ports and literally half the features. I can't speak on the build quality for that, but I'm sure it's also fine. But like I said, just not worth it as long as this one's on the market. There is also a weird triple Y adapter into one USB that supports PS2, the original Xbox controllers, and Gamecube controllers. This one, of course, for Gamecube use alone, I wouldn't recommend just because, again, it's like if you have it permanently set to PC, and now you only get 1 controller port. I'm not sure if you can use all 3 controllers at one time. I've never personally owned that adapter, but like I said, for Gamecube use, I would just recommend this one. And finally, you'll see a lot of generic kind of knockoffs, the same way that there's knockoff Gamecube controllers that have the same shape as official Nintendo ones. You'll find a lot of knockoff adapters that look exactly like this, just except they won't have the Wii U branding. They might have their own logo, or it might be completely blank if it's just a generic brand. Once again, these are priced the exact same as these adapters, so again, I won't recommend them, because the one time I actually had to use one was in a Smash Wii U tournament. Somebody had the knockoff generic adapter, and it actually stopped reading controller inputs sometime midway through the tournament. So when it comes to the reliability of those, they're probably not too dependable. Regardless of if this was 2 years ago and these were priced very similarly, or now when this one's around $40 aftermarket, and this one is still very, very easy to find on Amazon for around $15. Just with all the features that it has and having the same exact price point as the official one, I definitely recommend this adapter as the adapter to buy. It blows all the other third-party options out of the water, and it is one of the rare times that you'll see a third-party accessory actually beat out the original. I'm very glad I purchased this. I actually purchased this way back before this one was actually readily available. Scalpers just had these online for like 60 bucks, and of course I didn't feel like paying that, so I just went to a local game shop and I picked this up expecting the worst. However, what I got was the best Gamecube controller adapter on the market to this day. I still use this every day, of course, to practice Melee, and it comes in handy whenever I want to play any other games that I have on Dolphin. Hopefully this video did a good job answering your question, metalpara. I of course welcome any other questions in the comments. Do not ever be shy to ask a question. I am more than happy to answer them both on a comment or on a video if I feel that it's too lengthy to explain out in text. As always, feedback lately has been amazing, and I'm very, very grateful for that. I'm incredibly happy that my videos can help people, and I hope to continue that trend onward into the future. So as always, thank you guys for watching. This has been Zenith saying I'll see you next time.